Hey there everybody, it's Wake Angel 2001. As of the time of this recording, it is Thursday night at just before 10 p.m. I just got home from a surprisingly early screening of Sonic the Hedgehog. Here's the thing, I was going into the theater to buy tickets for tomorrow's show to make sure they wouldn't sell out on me, and when I got there, I found out that they were already playing it. So I'm like, sweet, let's just watch it now. And we watched it, and it was awesome. Okay, so I am not going to give any spoilers in this video. I'm going to do a follow-up separate video where I'll talk about the spoiler stuff, and that one will be obviously titled so that anybody who wants to see the movie first will know not to go to it. Yeah, so Cliff Notes version, it's awesome. It has a lot of the same energy of the first movie, so you still got all that cool, fun, actiony stuff. But do you guys remember when I was doing the trailer reaction and I said that the first movie was a movie with Sonic in it, but it wasn't really much of a Sonic movie? Well, this one actually is a lot more of an adaptation of stuff in the video games. You have legit stuff that you see in actual video game levels. Like, I'm pretty sure they straight up have Labyrinth Zone in this movie. Like, just straight up Labyrinth Zone itself. Knuckles' introduction to the series is actually really solid. I mean, like, we don't have... Okay, I'm gonna throw it out right here. We don't have the same thing as the video games where you have like Angel Island and like Knuckles is guarding the Master Emerald and stuff. Like, we don't have that. The movie universe is different, and the sooner we accept that, the sooner we can move on. But yeah, like Knuckles is introduced like he okay, so let's talk about Knuckles for a moment. Like, a lot of the younger audiences may think of Knuckles as like the big, powerful, dumb guy, like what he was portrayed as in the in Sonic Boom, the big, powerful, doofy idiot. But a lot of people from my generation will remember that Knuckles is actually a much more rounded character in the past. And we're getting a lot more of this Knuckles than we are of this Knuckles. So you see, Knuckles' true thing going on is that he's not dumb. Not by any means. He is, however, ignorant and naive. And more than a little trusting. A little bit too trusting for what he should be. So the idea is that Knuckles is trying to claim his tribe's birthright. But because, like, it actually turns out... Oh, by the way, yeah, the emerald that you see in the trailer, it is the Master Emerald, not a Chaos Emerald. Although, in the spoiler video, I will talk about that a little bit more. So Knuckles is trying to claim this Master Emerald as it is his birthright. It originated with his people, and he believes that Sonic, who is the apprentice of Longclaw, had something to do with his people's destruction. That's another thing I'll mention in the spoiler section. And it's actually really amazing. This movie has plenty of action sequences with Sonic and Tails fighting Robotnik and Knuckles, and like I said, like, Knuckles' origin, like, it kind of parallels the game to a good enough degree. Like, Knuckles is tricked by Dr. Robotnik into fighting Sonic. He was going to fight Sonic all along, but Robotnik takes advantage of him. Like, in Sonic and Knuckles, the video game, Knuckles is always there to stymie Sonic and hold him back, and this culminates in the Hidden Palace Zone boss fight, where Sonic and Knuckles distract each other, and that's when Robotnik makes his move and escapes with the Master Emerald, and that's when the whole thing was cleared up. Like the only reason Robotnik was pretending to be my friend was so that he could, when I'm distracted, he can steal my emerald. And that's when everything gets reversed, and that's pretty much what happens in this movie. like Knuckles and Robotnik are working together, but you always know that Robotnik's gonna betray Knuckles right up until the point where he steals the Master Emerald, and once Robotnik has the Master Emerald, there we go. Now, this was featured in the trailers, so I guess I can talk about it without it being a spoiler, but Robotnik kind of gets his own super form in this movie. Like he becomes a Super Robotnik, which is kind of a cool way that they do it, but also it reminds me of a fan fiction that I wrote when I was a young man. Like when I was like 17 or 18, I tried to write a fan fiction which involved at one point Robotnik absorbing the power of the Chaos Emeralds for himself and gaining his own super form. If you want to know what that fanfiction is, don't bother. I physically wrote it down with a pen and paper, and I never posted it anywhere. It does not exist on the internet, and it shall never see the light of day. It was stupid. But, like, the one thing, the one thing, who would have thought the one thing that I wrote that I thought was maybe halfway decently competent, like, Dr. Robotnik himself gets a super form. Nah, no one will ever buy that. But yeah, like, this movie, it is a fantastically well balanced movie. We get plenty of action sequences, but there's a lot of good character moments. Tails is as endearing as ever. Knuckles, Knuckles is he plays it completely straight. He's not a quippy character. He doesn't make jokes, and yet he's hilarious. It's this perfectly delivered straight man comedy that just, like, it makes him awesome. Like, Sonic is the one who's always quippy, Knuckles is always the one who's getting pissed off by the quips, but then, like the things that Knuckles says also make you laugh. Like, it's frankly masterful. Like, the way that the comedy is written in this movie is great. This is good comedy. It's good comedy, it's good action, it's good character work. Like, everything about this movie is good. And I can finally say that this isn't just a good movie that has Sonic in it. This is a genuinely great Sonic movie. Like, okay, I guess there are some beats that are a little bit cliche. They do some referential humor. Like, a reference is not a joke by itself. And there are some times when they just make a reference, like when Sonic brings up the rivalry between Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson, or when Tom's partner... Oop, I just got an extra life. That's the thing I wanted, like, Tom, he has my ringtone. Yeah, Tom has Green Hill set as his ringtone, the same way that I have Green Hill set as my ringtone. For the record, I had Green Hill as my ringtone for over 10 years. So, you know, Tom is copying me. I'm not copying him. Where was I? That text messages distract me. Tom. Yeah, oh, reference humor. Tom's partner, the deputy cop, like he makes a couple of Ghostbusters references when Robotnik comes in, and like the funny thing is, it's the exact same thing that my mother thought of. My mother was sitting next to me in the theater, and when she sees Robotnik go into his super form and he starts talking in auto-tune and starts zapping around and there's lightning all over him, Mom says, he's kind of like Gozer from Ghostbusters. And then like literally like they make a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man reference from Ghostbusters. And like Mom's like, see, I told you. I'm like, yes, but come on, guys, like, a reference by itself is not a joke. It still kind of works because it's, you know, Tom's partner. This guy is kind of a dummy, but, you know, like, I don't know, like, I feel like you didn't have to say it out loud. We would have gotten the Gozer reference, okay? The Death Egg Robot was awesome, and, oh god, that fight, it's, the references in this are just like amazing. They're all over the place. Like Sonic does the Sonic Adventure pose. This one he does this pose. He does it. He does it during a dance sequence. Yeah, there's a dance battle in this. And like the coffee shop that Agent Stone is running is called Mean Bean, like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean machine. And they like, there's references all over the place. Like, there's even references that legit come from the Archie comic book, and even Sonic X, the Sonic X anime has some stuff that you could pick out in this. In some cases, almost scene by scene, but it'll be spoilers if I tell it. So we're gonna save that for the follow-up video. But yeah, I've been going on about 11 minutes. That's more than enough time for this. So yeah, Sonic 2, a legitimately awesome movie. It cost me like $40 to see it because like I saw it like at 6:30 at night on a Friday, well, on a Thursday, instead of like my usual catching the Tuesday discount day that I normally do. But nah, this was me seeing this opening weekend. Although, yeah, you know, like on a discount day, I'm gonna see this movie again. I'm gonna go see it again on Tuesday. So this isn't the only time I'm gonna see this movie in theaters. So thank you all for watching this video, and if you've seen it, come join me in the next part where we will talk spoilers.